guys, welcome back to another video. Long time no see. Well, it feels like that for me because this past weekend was Memorial Day weekend. By the way, I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day. I hope that you really got the chance to enjoy that extra day off if you had it. But I decided to take the weekend off. I knew I didn't have content, which you guys know I post every single day on Instagram. It is just something that I pride myself in doing. And so the fact that I knew I didn't have a new look or new content to post on Instagram throughout the weekend, it kind of hurt my soul, I'm not gonna lie. But I definitely did need the break. It was very much needed. I was going through like this little creative block. I did try to film on Thursday. I also tried to film on Friday right before the weekend, and I don't know what happened. Every look that I was doing just like was not it for me. And you guys know, I know that I'm so hard on myself, and you guys know it too. But I just feel like it really just comes down to the fact of, do I want to put that out on my feed, or do I want to put out something that I'm not 100% proud of? So my apologies for not posting a video on Monday, but it was also Memorial Day. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this look right here. We are now in the month of June. June is such a special month for me. It is my birthday month. It is Kiki's birthday month. It's also our anniversary. You guys, Kiki and I make 12 years together this month. That is insane, you guys. So we have our anniversary, and also it is Pride Month, which is always so much fun. So happy Pride to all of you who celebrate it. And I wanted to bring you, of course, a beautiful rainbow look inspired by the beautiful Pride flag. So that is what I'm doing today. I am obsessed with this look. You guys know I love color, and I feel like in the month of June, it's all about the color, honey, okay? So besides the fact that I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this look, can we talk about my under eyes for a second? They are always bright, but honey, they're extra bright in today's video, and that is because I have a brand new product to show you guys, which I'm very excited about. So if you guys want to know how I got these really super bright under eyes, definitely keep on watching. I'm also using the brand new Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer in today's video, so stay tuned for that. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video. Before we do, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys have not already. And of course, without further ado, if you would like to see how I created this really beautiful Pride inspired makeup look, then just keep on watching. You guys, let's go ahead and get into today's eye look. It is a little tedious. There's a lot to it, so bear with me while I try to explain it to the best of my abilities. So I'm going in with the P.LOUISE base in the shade Rumor 2.5. And then I'm going to go in with a buffing brush and of course just buff this out. I feel like the best way for this base to work is to really pack it on and pat it out instead of trying to swipe it and sweep it around everywhere. I feel like you lose coverage that way, but when I tell you this is the best base, especially when you're going to be using colorful eyeshadows, thank me later. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be first using the Blends palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I've been using this palette a lot, and that is because it is worthy, okay, of my super bright, bold, colorful looks. These shadows blend like no other. They're super pigmented, and they're just stunning. So the first shade I'm going to be using is Spellbound, which is that beautiful dark blue. And I'm going to take that on a small blending brush, and I'm going to pack that into the socket of my eye like so. And you guys can see with the other eye, this is more of a rounded shape, so that's exactly how I'm going to pack this deepest color on, in kind of that rounded shape, really just following the shape of my crease. I'm going to go into the shade Submerge, and I'm going to take that on that same exact brush, and I'm going to just go ahead and apply that shade 50% on the actual edge of that darker blue, and then 50% on my bare skin where the base is. I actually learned this trick from P.LOUISE, and it is absolutely life-changing, especially when it comes to blending your shadows together. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch to a fluffier brush and really start to diffuse that blue up towards the brow bone. And the bigger the brush, the more diffused your shadow is going to look, so that's just a little tip there. So make sure the closest you're getting to your brow and your brow bone, the bigger your brush is getting. So once I was pretty happy with all the shades I laid down, and now I'm going to go back in and just re-intensify everything, because as you guys can see, the more colors you apply, the more you build, the more that you go ahead and blend, you're going to start to lose each color as you go. So you just need to go back in and re-intensify everything. So once I was happy with how it was looking, it's time to go in and basically clean up the lid. I'm going to be using the Garnier Micellar Water, specifically the one with the pink cap. It is phenomenal, but I'm here to tell you that I finally jumped on the bandwagon, and I actually got the P.LOUISE Cut Crease Carver. You guys, I am so excited to try it. I hope it's life-changing. I will keep you guys updated. But for now, we're going to do the OG technique, and I'm going in with that micellar water and just cleaning up the lid. This gives you that really nice blank canvas, and now you're all ready to cut the crease. So let me share with you my go-to cut crease brush. You guys know I raved about the Morphe one. It has changed, so I had to look for a new one. This is from Princeton. I get it at Michael's. It's the Princeton number 8 brush. And you guys, I took a master class from a UK makeup artist recently, and he actually glues his cut crease brushes. Yes, honey, let me say it again. He puts latex-free glue on each side of the brush and really like basically pinches the brush and then lets it dry overnight. And I did that to this brush, and when I tell you, this is the thinnest, most precise, like, she's sharp, okay? And look at that cut crease. It is insane. So definitely try gluing your cut crease brush. You don't need much, just a little bit on each side. Pinch the brush and then let it dry overnight, and let me know how you like it, because it like changed my life for me. So moving on, I completely forgot to show the pink and the orange, but the pink that I'm using is the shade Chase, and then the orange is the shade Barley. These shades are still from the Blends palette, but now I need a yellow, so I'm going to go into the Carnival XL Pro, taking the shade Keen, and I'm going to apply that right after the orange. Now when it comes to this technique, I would like to say I have a decent amount of eyelid space, so I can get away with using so many colors. If you do not have as much eyelid space as I do, I'd say use a little bit less. So you don't need to use every single shade, and also you don't have to use as much as every single shade. Just as long as a little bit is peeking through, that will do. So for the green, I went in to the shade Remedy, and now I'm just going into the light blue called Bubble Bath, and then I'm going back in with the shade Spellbound just on the outer corner of the eye. Now with this technique, you guys can see I basically just harshly put all the shades down just to know exactly where they're going, basically just mapping it out. And then I'm going to go back in with this fluffy brush, and I'm going to re-intensify every single shade. And the trick to getting these colors to blend is to just kind of pack them on, of course, so that way individually they're all super vibrant, but also mix them in together just a little bit on the edge. And doing this with the fluffy brush is just, it's like a 2-in-1. So it's packing on the color for you, but also blending it at the same time. So that is what the eye is looking like. I also felt like I wanted to intensify the crease a little bit. So sometimes I like to take a super precise brush like this one and take my darkest shade and go ahead and just re-intensify my crease. So for liner, of course, I wanted to add a little bit of a black liner, give it a little bit of drama, and also just a base for my lashes. So I'm going to be using this Inglot gel liner, and the brush that I'm using is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I will go ahead and leave the brush down below if you guys are interested. So now that my liner is on, now it is time to curl my lashes. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. I've been doing this as of recently, and I feel like it makes a huge difference when applying my false lashes. I feel like my natural lashes just blend a little bit better. For mascara, I'm going in with the new MAC Stack Mascara. This is a really great mascara. And then for lashes, I went in with Popsy Lashes in the style Princess. I do have a coupon code with them that I will leave down below if you guys are interested. These are currently my favorite lashes. They are so flirty and so beautiful. I'm obsessed. So let's go ahead and get into the face makeup. So I'm going to be using this Dior primer. You guys, this primer is so good. This is the Dior Universal Backstage Primer. It's like a smoothing primer, but you know, most times, I don't know if for you guys, but for me, I'm a dry skin kind of girl. So when I use smoothing primers, a lot of the times they cater to more oily skin types, and so they don't look good on me. But this one gives me a super beautiful smooth canvas, and it's not drying. I love it. It's so good. And then to, of course, give my skin some glow, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'm just going to apply that on the high points of my face, and of course just blend that in with a brush. You guys know I'm always here for a good foundation combo. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation and the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. These two mixed together are a match made in heaven. I'm obsessed. They're both really beautiful radiant foundations, but they both also have really great coverage. However, the Shiseido actually has a little bit of SPF in it, So, I mean, it's like the perfect combo. I'm obsessed. I mean, it really just shows for itself. You guys could see the application. It's flawless. It looks so good. I've been using this combination a lot. So I went ahead and just blended out my foundation using my e.l.f. sponge, and then now I'm going into the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Cream Bronzer. I did do a review over on TikTok, so that's why that side of my face is already bronzed, but I know the angle is a little bit weird because of the way my camera is angled, but I wanted to show you guys how it applies to the skin. I got mine in the shade 2 Medium, and oh my goodness, this is going to be my new go-to cream bronzer. It is so good. It definitely reminds me of the Chanel one, and I'm telling you, I know that one is super hard to get. Definitely get this one. It's bomb. So let's get into the concealer. I'm very excited for this part because I have a little hack for y'all. Well, not really a hack, but more so a new product. So first I'm going in with my regular concealer, right? This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer in the shade number 9. It's amazing, phenomenal. We love her. She has great coverage and it gives me the perfect amount of brightness. However, I recently took a masterclass, specifically Stacey Marie's masterclass, and I got to see how she works her magic, and she uses a specific product to brighten her model's under eyes. So I did one eye off camera. You guys can see the significant difference between this side and that side. Let me show you what it is. It is the Pink Honey Pink Camo Concealer. This one specifically is the shade Take Cover, which is the same color that she uses. You guys, she uses the slightest bit on a flat brush, just the way I'm doing it here, and she only applies it towards the inner portion of the eye and a little bit down the bridge of the nose, and then she blends it out with a sponge. Now, not only is this going to give you extra coverage because you already have a concealer underneath, but it's going to give you the most beautiful brightness just in that inner part of the eye. I mean, come on, look at the brightness. It's life-changing. So if you like a really bright under eye, I definitely recommend that you guys check it out. I will go ahead and link it down below because Pink Honey is a UK brand, but I believe I got it off of maybe Beauty Bay, because Beauty Bay sells UK makeup brands, but they ship throughout the US, so you don't have to pay UK shipping. So everything will be linked down below. So I went ahead and just set that in place with my Collab Set the Stage powder, and now I'm going in with my One Size powder. I just can't get over how beautiful this powder is. It gives my skin the extra coverage and it just looks stunning. It is so smoothing. Patrick Starr really killed it with this one, and he also killed it with these bronzer trios. I'm using mine in the shade Medium, and I usually just use the top 2 shades, and I'm gonna go ahead and just bronze my skin because I am so tan right now that bronzer is really what's saving my life, because all my foundations are pretty much too light. So we are bronzing, honey, to the gods. Okay, so I went ahead and bronzed my skin. For blush, I wanted to use something peachy and really just match the eyes as best as possible, but also not take away from them. We want them to be the star of the show. So I'm going in with this Patrick Ta Blush Duo. And did you guys know that you're supposed to use the powder first and then go over top with the cream? I had no idea. I was always going in with the cream first and then setting it with the powder, but today I actually went in with the powder and then the cream over top. Number one, it's way pigmented and it gives your skin a really beautiful glow. I'm obsessed. I know, so many tips and tricks in today's video. Thank me later. So let's get back into the lower lash line. I'm going in with that dark blue. This is the shade Spellbound. And then to blend that out, I'm going in with the shade Chance. Very simple. And then for the waterline, I don't know if you guys can see by now, but on the opposite side, I used a yellow in the waterline. And it looked really pretty. It definitely went with the look. But then I was kind of looking at it and I was like, what if I did a rainbow in the waterline to match my lid? That, honey, would be revolutionary. So I figured, you know what, let me leave the yellow on one side and let me do the rainbow on the opposite side, compare the two and see which one I like better. And so that's what I did. A little trick is to just go in with a white eyeliner in your waterline, and then you just go right back in with those same eyeshadows that you used on the lid. Very simple, very easy. I know not everyone has every single color liner, so honey, just make your own. So this is what it looks like. What do you guys think? Do you prefer the rainbow side or the yellow side? At this point, I've already posted this look on Instagram, so you guys know I favored the rainbow side. I was obsessed. I had never seen anything like it, and I felt like it was just beautiful. And you guys know, when it comes to me, the more color, honey, the better. So I went ahead and added some lower lash mascara, and then off camera I went ahead and fixed my waterline on the other side. So as far as lip combo combo, I will leave it down below. But let's get into highlights. This has been my favorite highlighter as of recently. This is the LYS highlight in the shade Brave. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is so pretty. So I like to highlight the tip of my nose and the tippy top of the bridge of my nose because I feel like that's where the light really hits and reflects. Listen, let's take a moment of silence for this highlight. It's stunning. Like, it's so beautiful, and the way that it melts into the skin is unreal. So if you're looking for a new highlighter, this one from LYS is bomb. For setting spray, I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist setting spray. I'm going to, of course, spray a clean side of my sponge, and I'm really going to press that setting spray into my skin. And what this does is it really sets down all that powder. It really brings your skin back to life. It gives you a beautiful glow, and your makeup is not going to budge at all whatsoever. So that is the final touch to today's look. Like I said, everything will be down below in the description box, so if you have any interest in any of the products I used today, definitely check there. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm obsessed with this look. I feel like it's the perfect look to start off our beautiful Pride Month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.